We're at the Musikmesse today with Roger Schult, the professor. We're going to take a look at the processors that he has here on show in his epic 500 series power supply today. So for many of you who know Roger Schult's 500 series units already, we have today the prototype model of the single band filters. These filters are the same that are featured in his universal filter, which is a dual mono, stereo, dual band, 5 fully parametric filters. It's a serious bunch of EQ. You can buy each band separately in a 500 series format, as modeled here by the professor. From this prototype model, we have the current full production model, which again, you have a high, a mid, and a low model. So you can put these together in combination to build the range of filters that you need for your particular production. Separately here, we have this interesting, unique preamp. He calls it the high impedance matching amplifier. You'll see on the back, you'll have your standard XLR microphone preamp input. On the front, you have a jack input for your instrument. This is normal. But what makes this unique is that you have a full range of input impedances you can sweep through. So starting all the frequencies you'd expect, all the range of impedances you would expect, but with a multiplier function here. So for example, if you put this into the 250 kilo ohm load position and multiply by 4, you've got your 1 mega ohm input impedance for your guitar, a classic setting. What do you think about that, Professor? He thinks that works for most guitars. Let's move on to his classic 3-band EQ. So we have a full range here, but uniquely again, we have a fully parametric midsection. So you've got your frequencies. You can select a range of 3 different cues, and your cut and boost here. What's unique is he's put these beautiful sliders. I don't know where you got these sliders from, Professor. They feel beautiful. They're a piece of work on their own. So this will give you the boost and cut necessary for a range of frequencies. What he has now in a newer model of this 3-band EQ is that both the high and the low frequency band have 3 selectable frequencies now. So this is new. So just to step through it, on the low band, you've got 45 hertz, 60 hertz, and 90 hertz now. So that makes it that extra bit more flexible from his previous model. And we love this. And we have full bypass, a proper hardware bypass switch. So if you don't like what it does, you can switch it out, or you can compare the beauty of what it does. What do we have here? Well, it's the 5th anniversary of this filter. None of us can believe it's been 5 years. Professor, 5 years? He doesn't look old enough, does he? Who would have thought? So we have a slightly different finish. We've got a low-pass filter, selectable frequency, a high-pass filter, or we've got a range of cues for a mid. Well, it's a full range filter that sweeps from 300 hertz all the way up. Oh no, down to 20 hertz, up to 2.3 kilohertz, with a multiplier, which will give you all the way up to 23K, a multiplier by a factor of 10, or a multiplier of 0.1. You've got the whole range of frequencies covered, no problem. And all of these pots and switches are top-notch. Again, I'm not quite sure how you managed to get the quality of these parts at the price point that these are offered at, but they feel really good. And moving on to the new mid-side master matrix. It's a beautiful thing. It's a simple thing. You have your inserts from your desk on the back of the 500 series unit, and you have outputs to your outboard and the returns from your outboard on the front. There's 2 models here. They look the same, except for one has a transformer stage. So Roger, Professor, he assures me this is added for some musicality, some pleasing distortion. So you have the choice, with or without the transformer stage. And all of this today is presented in the biggest 500 series power supply you've ever seen. Also available, price on request. Thank you for seeing us today here at the Musikmesse. Hope you had a good show. Thanks, Professor.